Hello, hello, hello. It's been a bit, but I'm back.
Talakora.
Good luck to you.
Right now, we are making our way through Act 3.
Sleep now, little nightmare.
I almost forgot that the stream was scheduled for 3 o'clock today.
Can I not have but a moment's respite?
I was actually hoping to have this character leveled before the stream started, but some things came up that I had to take care of. So we are leveling on stream today. Or more accurately, I'm probably going to get the crematorium finished here, and then I am going to swap to the Herald of Thunder character. Because that is the main focus of what I wanted to show off today. So I will grab Tolman's bracelet, and I don't even think I'm going to turn it into Clarissa. I think we're just going to swap characters as soon as I'm done with that.
I'm so glad you could make it, my lady. There are answers inside you that I'd like to see.
I have nothing more to give.
Okay. This is more what I wanted to start off with. Is this character here. So real quick, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this map. So this character turned out much, much better than I had expected. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to do a build guide for this character, but it's definitely possible. I might do this character for my next set of Conquerors. And the next Cirrus, record that gameplay, maybe find like a really, really good map to show it off in. Do a build guide from that.
As always.
character, we like basically cannot die, as long as we're moving. And we're not like walking into something that's really dumb. Enemies just don't have any ability to hit us. We're moving around so much. The only times that I die anymore on this character are when I walk into like huge packs of Harbingers, or if there's like surprise chaos damage, because I have not capped my chaos resists on this character. I should have rolled that Diviner Strongbox. I did a really juicy map earlier with like a bunch of Beyond, and this character like shrugged it off no issue. I hope is this the map with Tunnel Trap? I hope that we can find him and that we don't have to go looking too far. Ah, well, we know exactly where he is at all times, I suppose, due to the Maven. We don't have, like, mind-melting single target, but it's so safe that it doesn't really matter. I also don't have a Corrupted Blood Jewel yet, so we do have to be really mindful about that. Where's Tunnel Trap at? There we go.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Is that the last ritual? Okay. I have a lot of stuff that I've been deferring just because I haven't been able to get up to like a good amount of tribute for the past several maps. It feels like every single map I am able to do nothing but just defer things over and over. I'm fine losing out on those 2 chaos, am I? I mean, I'm not really, but I don't have any choice at this point. I just need to, I think I need to run, like, a really juicy map and just, snatch a bunch of the stuff from my defer table. More than 50 monsters remain, so they're all probably, like, up here. Yeah. Herald of Thunder is going very well. I am actually just gonna head straight into this Maven's Invitation. It's definitely got better clear. The single target feels safer, but it's less damage, like, overall. Like, the Divine Ire character, has a really huge amount of single target damage. But you do have to, like, channel and then fire. Whereas this, I'm not dealing, like, a tremendous amount of damage, but I can do it while literally running in circles and just doing nothing but avoiding stuff.
Deserving entertainment. Bored again. Don't make me wait.
I'm very excited to see if this pops at all. I actually have a minor character that I am leveling soon, and I'm actually in the process of leveling. I've got some of the gear for it here. I've got clusters ready to go. A bunch of the items for it are actually in the inventory of it right now. But I ended up actually deciding to roll that ball lightning miner that I was talking about with mind over matter. So that's going to be really, really strong. It's going to be basically invincible. It's going to have like decent-ish damage because it's a miner and it's hard to not have damage. But the big thing is that it's going to be basically unkillable. Yeah, an Ascendant. I think once I get this round of Conquers done and I hit A8, I will probably switch over to leveling that on stream. Right now I'm leveling with Arc Mines, but I plan on switching, let's see. Glacial Cascade is really strong, definitely, yeah. Specifically, the reason that I'm doing Ball Lightning Mines is because Arcane Cloak adds a ton of flat damage, and the huge amount of hits that you get off of Ball Lightning are really good. And so what you can do is you can pre-fire all of your mines, and then pop Arcane Cloak as the boss becomes vulnerable, and you get all of that huge amount of damage up front. So it's going to be super, super good for bossing. Not great for clear or leveling. Yeah, shattering enemies is really nice. I want to do something with Herald of Ice this league, but I'm not exactly sure what. But it's going to be terrible for clearing for the most part, because Ball Lightning isn't great at clearing. So I'm going to level to probably the early-ish 90s, using a cast on crit setup, just a Frostbolt Ice Nova on the same character. And the only things I'm going to have to really change about the tree are grabbing some crit stuff rather than the mine stuff, and then swapping that over later. What's your Orbs of Unmaking right now? Like 10C? So that's that Maven finished. Or ready to start working on. Actually, I didn't realize that I've got all of the maps here finished. Is there anything I want to favorite? Not really. I might favorite something later on, but I don't think I'm going to favorite anything until I've gotten all of my Watchstones.
While you've been pursuing the Exiles.
Oh, was that, Legion unlocked? Oh, no, that's Beyond unlocked. Oh, one more bonus objective to unlock. Okay. So, we have a lot of maps to run. I got really unlucky with the set of Conqueror spawns. We might as well just finish off this All Has Been. Or actually, no, I'd actually like to run them all back to back and get some footage for maybe if I do a Herald of Thunder build guide. Which I'm actually not sure about, because last week, doing all of that streaming, like every day for like between like 6 and 12 hours, absolutely destroyed my voice. And so I actually didn't end up playing this Herald of Thunder character on stream hardly at all. So I don't know if I want to make a build guide for it, or if I just want to skip straight into talking about the miner. Not mean to walk back into the Crucible. But, let's see. I want to do maps that are occupied by a Conquer and also are not currently already observed by the Maven in that area. Basically, the only mods that I won't run on this character are less recovery rate, which is apparently really common, unfortunately, and also cannot leech, which is way more rare. I am out of scours, so I'm going to have to chaos these, which I really don't like doing. So this build is between 1 and 0 buttons, depending on how much effort you want to put into playing it. Because you can absolutely just run through maps and let the cast when damage taken shock the initial enemy to start the Herald of Thunder. But I personally think that the option of casting the brand to do it is safer because you're not taking a hit willingly, and also better because it activates our inspiration. Alright, time to spend a very large amount of time messing around here in the garden.
Kill it, Exile! Quickly!
That's so satisfying, those explosions from Impulsa. Ooh, I definitely have some Delirium Orbs I want to swap over, because I have, like, the enchantment ones, the enchanted helmet ones. Ooh, that's even worse. Ah, that's much, much better. Get some currency Delirium Orbs for free. I don't think it matters what tier map or anything we sacrifice to this craft, so I'm just gonna sacrifice anything. That's something we can sell later. Let's see. Attack, caster, physical fire. I really like exchanging the like fossils and catalysts and stuff, because I always feel like I'm getting value, because I always have tons of like not valuable stuff. Wow, this is not good. The only thing that this build really struggles with is allies cannot die. And we do struggle with it tremendously, because we cannot choose where the Herald of Thunder is striking. Which are less value? These catalysts... These catalysts, these catalysts. Okay. Ooh, remove physical, add physical. That's actually pretty valuable, I think, because people use that to craft explodey chests. We can probably get an X out of that, honestly. I like influencing Zana's crafting options, because there's always the chance that we get something like Rampage or Nemesis. It's really fun. Oh man, we got a lot of really good crafts this garden, which is unfortunate because I have no space in my my Horde crafting station right now. I think I'm gonna nix this because it's low level. Same with this one, unfortunately. Remove fire, add fire is pretty dang good. Because you can use it. Oh, you know what? This helmet would be a prime candidate for it. I can make the excuse of wanting to do this anyways if I remove fire, add fire to this helmet. There we go. That's a very minor upgrade.
When I'm ready and not before.
Okay, so that was actually a really fast garden. As far as gardens go, at least. Still haven't found Heart of the Grove. This is my first time in a very, very long time seeing Nico in a map unless I put him there myself. Oh, you know what? I made a big mistake. I left click. Every time I take my helmet off, I always forget that I need to put phase run back on to left click instead of default attack. Because trying to attack enemies really slows down a build whose primary defense is mobility. One more ritual to go. Couple X shards, that's nice.
Pretty little rocks, just
Hopefully I can afford to defer the current items and still pick up those X shards. Okay. Another good thing about this build is that it has a built-in defense mechanism against stragglers that try and cause me trouble during
When I'm
picking
ready
out
and not
ritual
before.
items, because they just punch me once and then they get zapped a million times.
Conflict from my entertainment. Ah, vitality boon. Duplicate attack. Longer is better. My collection grows.
double check that we have completion on all of those. I think I just put back a summit that I wanted to run. It's possible that I put back a different map as well. I can't remember what that was. See. I think I want to do bossing services on the next character as soon as that is put together. I think that'll be the primary goal. As soon as that character is up and running, completely online. I've never done bossing services before in this game. And the character should be strong enough to take on literally anything without dying. The big goal is to be able to do a, like, somewhat difficult world, the Feared Maven Invitation, with all 5 of the bosses. Okay. I wish there were a button that would shut that guy up. It was entertaining the first couple dozen times.
A meaningless obstacle in the face of eternity, but the silence deafened all.
I need more mana.
Character is definitely so much faster than the Divine Ire character.
You have fabricated.
I'm very glad I decided to roll it up. So I kind of was after the Divine Ire character, like with the channel times, even though they were like really, really fast. I kind of wanted to play a build that was sort of just like hit the button, kill the enemies, they all die forever, run around as fast as you can.
When I'm ready and not
I
before.
was also feeling a little bad because I'd really slow rolled my progression early into my Atlas and wanted something that would just be really, really fast to get me to like A8. This build has ripped through absolutely everything I've been able to throw at it so far. Except chaos damage. I think probably the thing that kills me the most, other than like those really huge Harbinger packs and I think like Lex Proxima or something, is this specific type of ritual with the chaos damage. Thankfully, this Abyss is not taking us backwards, I think. I miss when Encroaching Darkness dropped as common as like sacrifice, and so you would be able to get a unique map all the time. It was definitely a lot more useful, I suppose, though, like when I wasn't as good at the game. Okay, now we're at the point where the Delirium's gonna cancel if we continue with the Abyss. I think it's gonna cancel anyways, so... I am definitely welcoming fossils, because there is a solid amount of crafting that needs to be done before the miner is ready, because I do not want to pay 4x each for some medium clusters.
When I'm ready and not before.
I'm going to let you guys in on the secret trick to how to not have to pay $1 billion for your cluster jewels. Man, the trade website is like super down today, isn't it though? So getting fossils and resonators is going to be kind of obnoxious. Really don't want to die to this ritual. There we go. Oh, there was shock around all over the place and I'm not immune to it. That explains a lot.
Duplicate attack.
Have this nice boss guy give us our ES pool back. Maven's Invitation. Tyrann's End? Wait. Are we in Tyrann's End right now? Where's Summit? Summit's in Hawork. Why did we get a Tyrann's End invitation? Or is that just how they work? Oh well, next map. I am so glad affinities exist and I don't have to clear out my my quad tab every like 5 maps anymore. Okay, game is slowing down a little bit. Oh, I see why. I've discovered the cause.
Time you saw the sun, Exile.
Geez, yeah, I don't think I've run into one of those packs while streaming yet. Just being near that area with all of those enemies is causing the game to slow down to a crawl. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to deal with that. I'm just gonna have to like peel off the Harbinger packs, like a couple at a time. It's such a good node though, it would be a huge shame to spec out of it. I heard somebody mention recently that there's one of the new watchstones. You can get a thing that says Harbingers in area drop more valuable shards. I'm wondering if that's like hard to roll or something, because I do have a watchstone, a craftable watchstone for this area. And there are a lot of Harbinger packs, because there's like 10 in every single map because of the tree node. Yeah, affinities were a game changer. I think that people would have I think it's actually surprisingly enough better that it didn't drop at the beginning of Heist. And that it dropped in the middle of Heist, because I think at the point when it did drop, people really needed something to be happy about with this game due to how many issues people were having with Heists and stuff. But ever since then, I've been a lot happier, like running maps and picking stuff up and stashing it. Not having to clean out a dump tab is really nice. I think there's been at least 2 leagues where I have quit the league simply because I couldn't be bothered to clean out my dump tab. Since it would just take like hours at a time. It was getting to the point because I had only left like stuff that had to be like price evaluated and like sorted properly, like left in there. But now I usually clean out my quad tab once every like 2 days, and it's not so bad as opposed to having to do it every like 10 maps. I wish there were more reason to pick up random influenced bases that drop. Like, I know there's the recipe for like the Exalt shards, but that's a lot of stuff to be picking up for not a huge amount of gain. Especially because to do it properly, you'd want to leave everything un-ID'd, and that's just not something you want to be doing with influenced jewelry. Personally, I like making a lot of characters every league. And I've definitely had some builds that have failed, and I think the only time that it's ever caused me like significant grief is if my league starter fails and I'm not able to even like farm up the currency needed to like properly re-roll with like a tabula and like a couple of the other nice items. That's like the worst feeling. That happened to me once with man, I can't even remember what the build was supposed to be. That really shied me away from trying really wacky stuff at league start. I was super confident with the Divine Ire start, though, which is why I went with it. I don't think I've ever leveled with any of like the more popular league starts, like ED Contagion, that type of stuff. Man, there was a very large amount of lag, and then I was suddenly dead. Isn't that funny? Thankfully, I leveled up shortly before
When I'm ready.
I started the stream, so I'm not too upset about losing XP at this point, because there's really not a whole lot I want to pick up tree-wise on this character. Maybe, I would switch out of a normal jewel and into, like, a life small cluster or something. This is definitely... Oh, I guess that was the ritual end. Wasn't even paying attention. I have blighted map. I almost literally missed this T16 blighted map here because I was too distracted by the huge. I also just realized that that's a 6-linked bow and not just a 6-socket. I can't afford anything. I need to do a map that I juice up with ritual vessels because I've got a lot of stuff that I'm deferring right now and that I haven't been able to afford, and that's been snowballing into needing to defer more and more stuff every single map. It's like I won't be able to pick up like new items that I see because I have to defer everything that I like previously deferred.
Exile.
So actually, I'm going to grab one of these maps, and I'm going to stick a couple of vessels onto it. Something with good pack size. Really none of these maps. Really didn't roll any of these maps particularly well. Put this away. Let's see, I'll grab a T16 map and stick some vessels onto it. What's a map that doesn't suck? Shrine doesn't suck. I don't want to roll this like really well. Okay, that actually looks good. We'll drop all of these into here for now, just to make room in my inventory, because this map is going to be kind of juicy. That one. Not that. That'll be a good one. Do I have like a low-level one that I can just toss in? 79. This one was 71, so I guess I'll do this one. Yeah, I'll switch out this level 81 one. The level 81 one, yeah. That's all my, like, super low-level ones. I'll just get those out of the way for now. Do I have a Rampage? It would be really nice to get Rampage for this. I don't. That's unfortunate. Let's go with Domination, just because having extra shrines will be nice. I can pick up a shrine before some of these rituals. I think this is my first time doing a 3 like ritual vessel map.
And not before.
Did I say the shrine was a good map? I lied. I thought this was a different map. Shrine is a terrible map.
I like you better this way.
A fool tries to turn lead to gold, but a deft hand takes it by force.
Okay, that was much less concerning than I thought it was going to end up being. Okay, we ended up also not getting, like, hardly any of the things that we had deferred that we were wanting to cash out on in this map. So that's a bummer. Oh, is that a second Allies Cannot Die pack? That sure was. Grab this shrine, and then we'll grab the acceleration shrine for the next one. Oh my god, look at that. We're at 7,000 tribute. just from 2 of the 4. Thankfully, we did get 4 in this map. It would have been really unfortunate if we didn't.
She grappled with her being from the beginning. A lesson hid in everything that moved
Um,
and everything that did not. Yes?
Okay, I did figure out how to shut that guy up. You can just talk to him, and then he'll stop. You do have to go over to him for that, though, which is kind of obnoxious. Are they all gonna, like, spawn in that, like, caged area? Oh, man. Things lagged real hard. And then I died. That sucks. Ah, jeez. Well, I mean, we'll be able to afford whatever the hell we want out of the tribute altar. Because we still do have one more. Oh, it's right here. I guess we walked past it last time. Oh man, things are lagging real hard again. Maybe, doing these, like, big multi-vessel tributes is not a hugely good idea on... Oh, yeah. Yep. As soon as... I think, the Solaris and Lunaris bosses spawned in there, and that's what the issue was. Buying this now is probably just the case, because being able to afford that later is unlikely. A shame. We probably could have hit like 12,000 tribute or something in this map. Fortunately, I'm also going to defer that Essence of Woe as well. That Essence of Woe should not be an issue to afford at any point in the future. Yeah, it looks, it was the Sun Orb and the Moon Orb there. There was, and I saw the same thing, the other thing, shortly around the time I died. That is definitely a shame. Maybe I can get footage if I'm only recording and not streaming. Not 100% sure. The software I use for my webcam also eats up a ton of my CPU. So that could be a big part of it.
Enough of this!
Only the strongest leaves this strong. Defended. It feels good when playing.
A Maven's Invitation. Also, I need to actually take a look at this bow now that we have it. I think I just want to vendor it. High level 82. Doesn't have any good rolls. Let's see. Doubt the base is worth anything. Even 6 linked.
Godslayer. Stay sane.
Okay, wow, this is our 4-point Maven, so we've barely done anything in this region. That's really unfortunate, because that means it's going to take a long time to get up to, like, relevant, content in here. Like, we're probably just going to one-shot, like, all of these bosses, yeah.
Duplicate attack.
So she spawns in her little things, that's cute.
Live on! Live on! Worth the wait.
Well, that's surprising, but I'll take it.
Board again.
Um,
We wait.
an additional rogue exile for every 2 additional content types. That's really funny. Abyssal tropes have a 10% chance to drop a rare item with abyssal sockets. I think I want the 1% propped as emblems, because that's a lot. 1% is a lot as emblems. That means for every single 100 splinters we would get to make our own emblem, we statistically get a second emblem without having to do anything else.
Exile.
Oh, the next character, the miner, is going to be really good for doing domain. I haven't done like a proper domain in a couple of leagues, I think. I'm gonna go do this quest contract to get it out of our inventory. Oh man, I still hate loading into the Rogue Harbor now that it's a public area again. I accidentally just opened global chat, whoops. Oh man. Wow, my frame rate is so crusty here.
Hey, as long as I don't have to do any of the planning.
Oh, I have to talk to him.
Got an update on Opal. She's living on the fringe. Righto. You need muscle. Come on, girl. You got this.
When I'm ready,
Yes,
and not before.
easy as.
Barrier level is 52. What are our rewards looking like? I can pick up a couple of these. This character is so good for heists.
Won't be a jiff. Easy.
For the most part, I can literally just sprint through heists with no issues.
Only boss.
Everything just dies as soon as it comes within proximity of me. These higher eye level areas, I do have to be a little bit cautious. I've died and lost like some decent stuff due to my hubris, but
I'm gonna be sorry.
it's not really too much of an issue. So we can actually run back in there after we picked up the big loot.
Ignore the noise, mate. Right, we gotta make tracks soon. Good stuff. You ain't gonna be getting.
I need to get him some gear, because right now he's a bit slow. Our overleach pool is makes the whole thing just so safe. Having this much ES and then overleaching into it, I really feel like I rarely don't have ES and I even dip into my health pool. As long as I'm in combat. Let's go talk to Tibbs after the Rogue Harbor takes a couple of years to load in.
Later. No worries.
The contract out of the way, we can get back to our regularly scheduled running Wind Quadrillion maps.
Exile.
We are making good progress on this Conqueror round. Unfortunately, I did mess up earlier in the week, and I accidentally ran a second Hunter in an area where I already had the Watchstone. So even once we're done with this round of Conquerors and we hit
When I'm
A8,
ready and not before.
we'll still be technically missing a Watchstone. Wow, everything is so laggy right now. It's incredible.
I need more mana.
This game is real rough on your CPU, that's for sure. Cirrus mobs are so tanky. I don't think I've ever seen the Abyss like loop back in on itself like that. That's really interesting. Probably something to do with like super like narrow maps like this, with areas where the Abyss can't expand onto, like the walkways. Oh man, that Allies Cannot Die pack is so lame. Oh, thank goodness.
Be utterly annihilated.
Yeah, there's just effectively nothing I can do about Allies Can't Die packs on this character. Like, our Stormbrand deals a, like, surprisingly large amount of damage for not having any damage links. So I usually try and toss that in on packs. That only goes so far. I wonder if we'll be able to afford, no, I don't think we'll be able to afford that blighted map. I think there's 3 total red blighted maps in the defer pool right now. And once I've got all of them, I think I want to run them on the other character to get XP.
When I'm ready and not before.
It's another quest heist that we're gonna have to go do probably as soon as we're done with this map. So I don't want them to be sitting in my inventory when I switch characters. Speaking of things that aren't going to carry across characters, my defer pool actually won't be, really can't pick either of these up. That's so obnoxious. Like, this is the exact situation that's a pain, and it's all because of these blighted maps costing so much. Like my defer pool, like I won't be able to pull anything out of it, and just in order to defer everything that shows up, I end up spending all of my favor and can't afford anything new.
Pleasure. So brief.
Yes.
Which is very narrowly not a problem if there's too much good loot. Now, let's finish the current batch of maps before we go do that unique one. I feel like I've been having a lot more performance issues this league than I normally do, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. I want to say it's got something to do with the new asset streaming thing, but I'm not 100% sure. I get a craftable sextant modifier that's areas cannot contain, allies cannot die. Rares. I would gladly sacrifice half of a sextant's rolled modifier capability just to make sure I have that.
When I'm ready and not before.
Wow, there's a lot of smugglers' caches. I wish that, this is a weird thing to ask for, but I wish that some of the rituals were more dangerous. It feels like the only one that's remotely dangerous is the Chaos Orb one. And that's just because nobody really specs into Chaos Resistance for, like, quick mapping characters. Like, all of the other ones, it feels like, don't really deal that much damage. Okay, this is gonna be a huge pain to deal with. If it were any other map, I could, like, just run around a whole lot. But there's so many, like, miscellaneous random obstacles that block, like, player collision, that it's, like, not easy to, like, just run around. Okay, this is a relatively open area, which makes it safe, but that's so many enemies. If it weren't for the fact that I have an explodey chest, these packs would be basically impossible to take care of. Alright, I'm gonna do one last loop of this, yeah, we got basically nothing from this breach, as usual. It is a shame how badly they nerfed breaches. Compared to something like Legion, breaches these days feel really lackluster.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Let's see. This is our last one of these, and wow, it's not going to be spent. Only deferring things and nothing else. I would kind of like to clean out some of the better items in the pool for deferment before I switch to the next character. Other than the blighted maps, I don't really know what all is in there. Wow, I can't even afford this blighted map still. Just gotta keep on deferring it. Yeah, I'll take the Shuddering Fossil. I feel like fossils this leak have a lot more even pricing. Like some of the fossils that are usually more expensive aren't as expensive, and some of the fossils that are usually pretty cheap are more expensive than usual. Like it feels like most fossils are sitting around the between like 4 and 6 C price. Which is great if you're wanting to use a newly cheapened fossil. And less great if we're planning to use a lot of cheap fossils that are now pricier.
May the best murderer win. Defended. Fleeting joy.
What high level is this Cerulean? 83. Unfortunate. I am currently in the market for a high eye level Cerulean ring for the Mind Over Matter character.
Godslayer.
Shock and Horror It's very, very scary in the Maven's arena. Oh geez, speaking of things that are very, very scary.
When I'm ready and not before.
There's no cover in the entire arena, and the beam's range is the exact length of the arena. I was only safe from it in the one fight I did, because the boss was at one edge of the arena, and I was able to run to the other edge and just barely outdistance it. He's gonna lecture me again, so I don't want to walk over there just yet. I'm ready to like click on him.
I was led into the darkness and given a torch burning with fury to guide my path to her. I felt her pull, felt the fires grow and lick.
Yep. It's entirely possible that there is a way other than talking to him that gets him to shut up. But I don't know what it is. I don't want to open global chat. I'm wondering if I shouldn't update my loot filter to have a different sound for T16 maps than it does for T14 and 15. So that's like a much bigger deal, especially like if I'm like trying to level. I'm gonna be picking them both up regardless, so it's not super big, but just as like a personal reference for me to keep track of like how many of what type of maps I'm picking up.
When I'm ready and not before.
Hello? Who else am I? Oh, there's people over there. Should be able to kill the boss here without needing to duck behind a wall. Oh, unless the boss starts with the laser beam. Oh man, I hope the boss using the laser beam in the ritual is tuned down a little bit, just so that I have more time to go and dodge it. Yeah, seems fine. or the Cage God. I don't think that's worth anything. A not so great wand. Let's see. Can we pick up like more than one of these? Not really. Grab the Sulphite Scarab and defer the rest. Can I defer the rest? I hope so. Not defer all of it. It's unfortunate, but it looks like we're not going to lose anything, so it's fine. Which map is Promenade? Is Promenade the big open one that has no, this is the long one. I actually like this map layout a lot. Oh my god, the Harbingers are right here already. I think I'm gonna die because it's too laggy for me to be moving around at all. Yeah, yeah. That's it's just kind of unplayable when it's like that. See if I can't get like a couple of explosions off and then get down here before they resummon. Yeah, it looks like that's the strats, to like pick off a couple, with like some proliferated explosions. Man, I could not imagine betrayal content trying to spawn during that. That would be terrible. Like you had to deal with like an invasion. I do like this ritual. Giving me even more speed is really nice. Oh, where's the rest of the enemies? Up here. Man, you know what I haven't seen in a good while? An Exile falling out of the sky and onto the ground in front of me as I kill a monster. I've made like a decent amount of X this league, but I've had very few like raw drops. Why am I getting so many rogue sketches? Oh, I think this is the region that I have the thing on for it. That might be the case. I I think this ritual is broken. Oh, no. There's the bug right now where the Legion monsters count. So I have to make sure to, like, properly clear all of this. Otherwise, I will have an unrunnable thing stuck here for all of eternity. Ow! I got stuck on the staircase and it was very scary, and then I died. Because I panicked. I think because of the ice, it's just faster to dash around than it is to rely on phase run. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh, that was not the button I wanted to press, but I'll take it. Oh, do those Legion mobs count as being added to the thing? Looks like they do. They are certainly here, causing a ruckus, and being very, very fast due to the Tempest. This is 5 stacks? I don't remember it ever getting this high before. Let's see. Any strange by Hydrosphere have cold and lightning exposure, applying -4% to resistances. Wow, that's a very sad modifier. Am I able to afford more than a couple of things? I think so. I actually think I can pick up all of this. There we go. That's a big amount of stuff out of my defer pool.
When I'm ready and not before.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. What happened? Like, why are there so many enemies up here all of a sudden? Are those like, oh, are those like stragglers from the Legion or something?
The blight is trying to spread. It's branching, Exile!
There's a lot of enemies coming out of this blight for only having 3 lanes. Jeez. Hey. Wow, that's a lot of blighted maps. I'll take it. I do very much enjoy running blighted maps for fun and profit. Minor character is going to be excellent at blighted maps. You'll just be able to slap down like an empowering tower. You're going to leave the map and dump some stuff.
Still sane.
Yeah, on the next character, should just be able to flop down an empowering tower and spam out mines.
When I'm ready and not before.
I want a death contest. The void imbued. Defended. I want more. I want them all.
Yeah, it's gonna die, but it's fine. Okay, only one more Redeemer map. I do need to remember to not actually go and fight the Redeemer until, I'm ready to snag the footage.
Yeah. Exile. Come back soon.
Wow, there's a lot of Metamorph parts in this map. You know what? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's Caustic Ground. Yep. Let me go ahead and check my Pantheon out here real quick. Alright, reduced chaos damage taken while on Caustic Ground. That doesn't help a ton, given the big issue is our probably what, like negative 40 chaos resistance. Okay, we only have one thing to defer this map, so it's mostly fine. I just deactivated my auras because it felt like they weren't activated. So now I have to sit here and slowly wait for all of my mana to regen.
I like you better this way. When I'm ready and not before.
I have to be real careful. Oh, it wasn't Caustic Ground, or it may have been Caustic Ground, but it's also the fact that it's the big Chaos Sphere ritual, which at like high red maps will absolutely one-shot me if I get brushed by it. Hey, dang. I did not sell any of my previous harvests. So this is going to be a war of trying to figure out what I want to keep the most. See what we can't get out of this. I don't think there's going to be anything too neat. Three chisels for 3 ball orbs. Easy peasy. Divided item is not correct. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Resistance shifting, I don't think I need to be doing right now. I wish I had more space in the box to keep those around, though, because I probably will want that on the next character. Life and speed modifiers will be nice. Mostly life modifiers. Change a gem into another gem. I really think I want to do that. I should grab a stockpile of corrupted gems. Oh my god, this is a lot of Faster's lens crafts. Jeez. It would be really nice to have a pile of Faceter's lenses. I kinda want to go buy some, like, terrible, like, couple Chaos, level 21 corrupted gems. Let's see what we can get. Goal for this build is basically just chaos spamming it. And I don't know what to do about these faster lens crafts. Maybe I've suddenly discovered what I want to do with these Faster's lens crafts. I thought all of these were, whoops. Well. That was a big waste of a lot of resources.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I don't remember which of the different types of offerings do what. I want to pick up a couple of the one that give 8 more enchant opportunities, because I kind of want to farm lab for endgame challenges, and I might as well do that attempting to get a good roll on my Indigon. Yep, see that? I got like barely touched by the Chaos Orb, and I died a terrible, terrible death. There's so many performance issues today. Oh, okay, for a second I thought the ritual was bricked again because the Maven was gonna stick around. She's done that a couple of times and it's really been not great. This ritual is gonna be difficult as is because I have to be really mindful of where Chaos Orb is. It's right there. I'm very glad that there is at least the grace period where it fades in before it is able to damage you. Photos worth anything this league? Can I defer this and buy the photos as well? That's 1,000 to defer. Jeez. I don't really care about that essence, splinters, or whatever. I think I just buy the Devotos. Oh, damn. Pretty well rolled, too. I'll have to price check that, like, properly. Oh, we have a Maven's invitation. I didn't even register the fact that I picked that up. More facetors lenses. Those will actually be really nice once we get a alternate quality gem on the other character. So there's a couple of them that I want. Let's do this,
When I'm ready,
Maven.
and not before.
You are Hamlet. So this will be a 5 fight. It's what, area level 72, 74, 78. Okay.
Special battle just for me.
But either way, we're at a good enough awakening level that fighting 5 bosses just on its own has a decent chance for good rewards. Regardless of the level. Exactly like this. That was what I was talking about. These Guardian maps.
Don't retrieve more for me.
What are our options here? Increased chance to contain a tier 4 plant. Unique bosses in areas spawn 5 additional Beyond portals when slain. That's crazy, isn't it? I think I go full Beyond here. Ooh, getting a Elder and a Shaper kill on this character would probably be good. Honestly, I feel like the Guardians would be a much bigger issue. Is this Constrictor? Okay, so this is the last piece I need for Elder.
Godslayer.
Where's the project? Unfortunately, I think that is gonna be it for today's stream, due to all these performance issues we've been having. I'm gonna try and dig through some settings and stuff and try and figure this out. Because we weren't having this many performance issues last week, and I really haven't changed anything about the setup. I might stream again later tonight, but more than likely tomorrow is when you'll see me again. Until then, though, it was great to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. This has been Z.